Once upon a time, in a lush green forest, lived a little rabbit named Bobo and his friend Bruno, a lazy, foolish bear. They had been friends for many seasons, helping each other face the challenges of the forest, their bond growing stronger with each passing year as they learned to trust and rely on one another. One sunny afternoon, while they were strolling through the forest, Bruno spotted a tree with the most delicious, juicy fruits. He tried to stand on his hind legs to reach the fruits, but they were so high that even Bruno couldn't reach them. "Don't worry, Bruno," Bobo said with a smile. "I'll get the fruit for you." Bobo, with his small but swift feet, easily climbed the tree. He picked the fruit with careful hands and brought it down to Bruno, who was extremely grateful. "Thank you, Bobo. You're such a great friend," Bruno said, his eyes sparkling with gratitude. A few days passed, and the two friends continued their adventures, sharing food, stories, and laughter. But one day, Bobo found himself in trouble. He was hopping around the forest when suddenly he fell into a deep, hidden pit. The walls of the pit were so steep that he couldn't climb out, and no matter how hard he tried, he remained stuck. Time passed, and Bobo became tired and anxious. He knew he was trapped, and hope was fading. Days and nights passed, and the forest began to feel distant and silent. Bobo missed his friend Bruno, but had no way to reach him. He lay there, waiting, hoping for a miracle. Meanwhile, Bruno had noticed that he hadn't seen Bobo for a few days and became worried. Bruno retraced Bobo's usual paths through the forest, calling out his name with growing urgency. After searching for a long time, Bruno finally heard faint cries for help coming from the pit. Bruno immediately ran toward the sound and peered into the pit. "Bobo!" Bruno called, his heart racing. "Hang on! I'll get you out!" Using his powerful claws, Bruno made a drum and tied it with a rope. He carefully checked the knot to make sure it wouldn't come loose. The drum thudded lightly as he tested its weight. With a great effort, Bruno threw the drum with rope into the pit. Bobo grabbed it, and finally, he was able to climb out and find refuge in his friend's arms. "You saved me, Bruno," Bobo said, his eyes shining with gratitude. Bruno smiled and replied, "For you would do the same for me." As they headed home, both friends understood the true meaning of their friendship. They had helped each other, but they also realized they could face challenges on their own. They learned that with the help of friends and the spirit of helping each other, any challenge could be made easier. Moral of the story: true friendship is about supporting each other, but it's also important to know when to rely on your own strength. Helping each other is powerful, but the combination of friendship and self-reliance is the secret to success.